Greetings all and welcome back to Math in Anger. This is episode 30 and we are looking at parts of one, specifically what is a fraction. But before I do anything else, I want to do a bit of a demonstration for you. Take a look at what happens when I say this sentence for you. The bat flew into the cave. When I say that sentence, you are thinking about something like that. This sentence over here, he hit the ball using a bat. When I say that, you are thinking about something like this. Depending on which country you are in, you might think about a baseball bat or a cricket bat. Do you notice that the same word is used for two completely different ideas? Right, in the same way, this same problem that we have with language, we have with mathematical notation. Keep in mind, mathematical notation is just the way in which we write math. Okay, and this particular way in which we are writing things, this way we've got something with a line and something underneath it, this is used to communicate several different ideas. Here are just two of them. Parts of one and ratios or proportion. What we are discussing here is parts of one specifically. We are not going to be worried about ratio or proportion right now. Please, these two ideas are very, very different, and you have to know which one you are working with in order to understand it correctly. In this one, we are only dealing with a part of one. That being said, if you are watching these videos, then I am pretty sure you already know that we can break things up into parts, right? You are already familiar with that idea. The thing is, when we are talking about mathematics and we write these things for each other, what we're talking about are equal parts. In other words, parts that are of the same size. They are not the same thing. They are the same size. They are in balance with each other. So when I say I've got one of two, what it means is I've got two pieces that form part of one thing, and they are both equally sized. They weigh the same, they're the same length, they're the same size. That's what is meant by that. Here, I have three things that are of equal size. Here, I have 4. Here, I have 6. And when you take all 6 together, then you have one whole thing. Here, 4, I've got one whole thing. 3, one whole thing. 2, one whole thing. Right. So when I write something like this for you, what it means is I've got one part of something that was broken into 9 parts equally, right? Let me do this. So here you have your additive, and over here you have your product. And now you're going to say, but hold on a second, why is the product smaller than the additive? Well, plain and simple, because you are talking about a part of one. This is not a whole thing. You are talking about a part of one of a thing that has been broken into 9 parts. Take a look at what happens to something like 3. Let's say we've got 7 parts of something that was broken into 3. So how many times can I add 3 to itself before I get something greater than 7? 2. That is 6. 1 remains. So your remainder is 1. Excuse me. What you are saying there is that you've got 2 whole things and 1 of 3 remains, is left over. So you can go and write is in balance with 2 and 1 of 3. All right? Now take a look at what happens when I do something like this. Right? This is 1 of 9. I'm talking about one part of something that was broken into 9. I'm talking about less than 1. When I do this, I have 13 parts of something that was broken into 9. I'm talking about something that is greater than 1. This is a proper fraction. What you're looking at here, this is a proper fraction. It is proper because it is talking about just something that is a part of 1. This over here is an improper fraction. And it's improper because it's talking about more than 1. And let's go do the division. Let's actually work this out. If you've got 9, how many times can you add 9 to itself before you get something greater than 13? Well, only once. Sorry, only once. That gives you 9. And 4 remains. That is 4 parts of something that is broken into 9 remains. So you can write this. Right. I hope this makes sense to you, because what we have here is a fraction, and what we have here is a mixed number. We have a whole part, and then we have the fraction part. 1 and 4 of 9. 1 and 4 ninths. 4 ninths. I prefer saying 1 and 4 of 9 because it makes more sense rather than trying to all the time. That then is about as much as anyone can say about what a fraction is and how to read it. I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.